Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. Hello everybody and welcome in. This is a consolation game in the Canadian Junior Wheelchair Basketball Championships. It's the first time these two teams have met here on the Court A. It's Manitoba and it's Newfoundland and Nova Scotia teaming up. The East Coast Dream Team taking on Manitoba. Both these teams missing out on the semifinal action, but they still got to compete for the 5th spot. That's what we're aiming for here. And going on just beside us, the Saskatchewan taking on Ontario. And the other consolation game right after this is going to be what you came for, folks, semifinal action, but doesn't mean we don't have a good game of basketball ahead of us. I'm Lee McNeely. I'm with Universal Media, and we're covering all the action this weekend here at the Canadian Junior Wheelchair Basketball Championships. It's the first time I've seen these two teams in action, so be nice to see that I covered everybody, and Manitoba has already got the offensive jump. That's Matthew Wilton there who drove it in, and Manitoba's only able to get it done. Manitoba had a nail-biter of a game against Quebec. That was for the 4th and final spot in the semifinals, and Manitoba came up just short. It was a close game all game, and they just let it just slip through their fingertips in the final quarter and a half of the game, and Quebec took the lead. But Quebec looked really strong. I saw both Quebec's earlier games. They looked really strong. And number 4 for Manitoba's going to get the throw in here. That's Josh Brown. Brown will leave it. Tried to pitch up to Bethany Johnson, but she gives it right back to him, and here comes Brown. Josh Brown tries to get into the net, and he breaks the icebreaker here. Josh Brown gets 2 points, and Manitoba up with the early lead. Here comes the East Coast crew here. That's number 10, Jack Sampson, brother of Elliot Sampson, who's also on the court. That's number 22. Looking for the little brother duo connection there. And that's Alex Kennedy getting his team on the board. We're tied at 2 apiece and just over a minute in here. The team's getting settled in, so both these teams would like to go to that game for the 5-6 seed tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. That's Bethany Johnson. She'll look to set something up. She'll chip that over for Sua Wah, and Wah isn't able to find it, but here comes Nova Scotia. Sampson tried to pitch it off to Alex Wells and wasn't able to find him, but these 4 more players Newfoundland Nova Scotia has compared to Manitoba, so they'll have to work with some depth to work with as Josh Brown looks to tee one up for Team Manitoba. He'll go hard into the paint, and it won't just fall as Jack Sampson scoops it up, and he throws it uptown for, I believe that's Alex Kennedy, and that's Kennedy Wells. Hey, and it ends up falling. Manitoba was going to reset here as that's Josh Brown. Seems to be the man running the offense for Manitoba. He scoops it up for Bethany Johnson. Johnson looking for a little bit of help. She'll dribble. She's got a shot. She'll take it, and it won't go. That's Jack Sampson picking up The rebound. He's looking for, trying to go to the crosstown pass for Kayla McKinnon, but he wasn't able to get it off. Wilton chips it up for Brown. Brown sorking around and it's blow it off, and Manitoba not happy as they give up possession, and that'll be Jack Sampson taking it behind the net, and they'll get going. There's Kennedy. He gets tagged up by Josh Brown, and they'll reset yet again. See Alex Kennedy take this one here. Here's Kayla McKinnon with it now. Kennedy over to Sampson. Sampson rolling in. He's looking for an option in the paint. He tries to go to Gavin Baggs. Gavin Baggs, number 99. He paying homage to Wayne Gretzky. Not too many other athletes wearing 99 out there, so Josh Brown with a little bit of speed. He tries to dig in. He's not able to get it up. Jack Sampson with it now. He runs into Matthew Wilton, and he'll back up and fire it up. He tries to get across town to Jack Kennedy, but we have two McKinnons on Nova Scotia for them. We have two Sampsons and two Kennedys. So lots of sibling action, I assume. They tend to have a little bit of chemistry as Josh Brown knots it up at 4 with just over 6 minutes to go. That was Alex Kennedy trying to get hard to the bucket. Bethany Johnson's gonna scoop it up, and she's gonna head on down to the offensive zone to see if Manitoba can try to find a lead here. Wilton tried to find Brown in the paint, and that's swatted away. Sampson zips it up for Kayla McKinnon. She's unable to get a hand on it. It's turned over. Brown gets into the paint. Can he put it away? Yes, he does. I think Brown wanted the foul there and go to the line for the N1, but he won't get it, and we're gonna continue play. Here comes Sampson. Sampson, Jack Kennedy's open. He's looking for him as Bethany McKinnon's knocked down. Alex Kennedy tried to get it up and down there. He wasn't able to. Kayla McKinnon trying to get up as Bethany Johnson gives her a helping hand there. It doesn't look easy to get up out of those. She's just gonna unstrap herself and stand back in. That's the best way to do it, as we're gonna take a moment here to for her to get set. Looks like Johnson, she's getting a bit of an earful from the crowd here for knocking old Kayla McKinnon over. It looks like it was all in good fun. Doesn't seem to be on purpose. I think Kayla McKinnon's still getting set up. Looks like we're gonna have a coach run out there with one light shoot. You think that shoot takes double A's or triple A's? It's got quite the lights on it there. You won't be able to sneak up on anybody in a dark room wearing those, but those are pretty cool. I just have to get a pair for myself for those double A inspired shoes there. Johnson over to Brown. Josh Brown fires on net, and it just stays out as Jack Sampson scoops it up. Sampson feeds it to Jack Kennedy, and clock is ticking down. They got to get the shot called off. Baggs puts it up, and Baggs gets it to fall just before the buzzer. There's Johnson. Johnson feeds it for Brown. Brown's there. Oh, and it just skips out, and Jack Sampson will scoop it up. He'll give it to Jack Kennedy. Jack Kennedy up to Alex Kennedy. Bit of a name carousel there. So we have Elliot Sampson, Jack Sampson. We also have a Jack Kennedy and an Alex Kennedy. So looks like that's going to be Alex Kennedy who's going to get the toss in here. Alex Kennedy feeds it to Jack Sampson. Sampson, he gets touched out. I think he wanted the foul there, but he's going to shoot it, and he's going to get 2 points on the board. 6-8. Back and forth action to start it off. A little bit of a, I like to call them like a ping pong game where they're going side to side and back and forth. There's number 10, Tiowa for Manitoba. He was hoping to knot this game up. Sampson chips it up for Baggs. Gavin Baggs, number 99, the great one. Gavin Baggs gets tied up and it gets blowed down. He's in a bit of a Manitoba sandwich there, but he's able to break free and go upstream for a pass. Tiowa. Waugh to Johnson. Ooh, and a miscommunication between Tiowa and Johnson. So we're going to get a timeout from the East Coast kids here, the Nova Scotia Newfoundland team, and we're going to sub a couple bodies out. Both these teams getting a good word in for we recommence play. Just taking a peek next door. I believe it's 8-4 for Saskatchewan over Ontario. Ontario got, I think, in the mix of a tough pool and a couple rough opening games for them. They got outscored heavily, but they put on a bit of a nice little onslaught towards the end of the game against BC. So, but I think they got pumped with the 7 or 8 seed, so they'll play Saskatchewan, and hopefully they'll knock off Saskatchewan and want to play the winner of this game. But as we recommence play, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia. Those names, as much as I like the combining of provinces, as I speak as a broadcasting standpoint, they don't exactly roll off the tongue. Those, especially PEI New Brunswick. That's Callum Johnson who gets that up and down to go. Newfoundland making a couple substitutions. Elliot Sampson was tagged off. We got Tristan Cowell on the court, as well as a few other players. Liam Murray. That's Murray with it behind the net. He's in for the first time this game. He leaves it for Alex Kennedy. Here comes Alex Kennedy. Doesn't like what he sees. He'll spin back and reset as he drops it back for Murray. Murray into the paint for Kennedy. Kennedy can't get it to fall. Here comes Josh Brown. Josh Brown trying to use the speed. He looks for Tiowa. He's not able to get there, but he's going to drive to the paint. And he gets it to go, and I believe he gets the N1 on his way to the rim, so you have another opportunity to put a little more points on the board. Josh Brown makes his free throw and makes this an 11-8, 12-8 game. There's Liam Murray with it now. Number 21, Liam Murray. Trying to find a lane as the shot clock ticks away. He's going to opt for the shot, and he ends up draining her, so that'll cut that lead down a bit with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the opening quarter of this. The opening playoff game between the B-side consolation games. Liam Murray will get the throw in. There's Liam Murray. He leaves it for Cowell. Cowell zips it over to Baggs. Gavin Baggs trying to find a lane. He finds a little bit of an opening. He goes to the net, and he can't get it to go. It's going to get blowed down, and Liam Murray's liking it as they're going to get another stab at some offense here. Looks like Baggs is going to sub out for Julia McKinnon. She makes her way onto the court with her, I assume to be her sister, up there as well. Kennedy feeds it for Murray. Murray to Cowell. Cowell gets stopped in his tracks by Matthew Wilton. Julia McKinnon trying to nudge her way in there. Feeds it for Cowell. Cowell, he gets it off before the shot clock expires, but he's not able to get it to go. Here comes Johnson. Johnson, she's coming in with some speed. She's got a little bit of help. She gives it to Watsi. Wah gets it to go, and ladies and gentlemen, 14-10 for Manitoba with 90 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Here's Alex Kennedy. Kennedy dishes it for Cowell. Cowell sends it over to Liam Murray. Liam Murray circling around now. Murray looking for a little bit of help. He's not going to get it. He's going to opt for the shot, and he can't get it to go. And looks like Nova Scotia flank keeps it out, and it's going to be blown dead as Alex Kennedy just slipped out of bounds there. So Manitoba will reset and readjust, and they'll get a chance to have some offense with just over a minute left to go. And here comes Brown and Johnson. They circle into the offensive zone. Johnson tries to find Brown. The paint. Can Brown get it up and down? No, he can't, but I believe he's tagged up on the way to the net, so he's going to go to the line and have another chance to extend the lead with 51 seconds left in this first quarter. Looks like we got a timeout here, so we'll have another breather. We'll check in next door. Looks like Saskatchewan's got the early lead on Ontario. It is 12-4. As the winner of this contest will play the winner of Ontario and Saskatchewan. Looks like we'll recommence play here with Josh Brown at the line as he looks to extend the lead. The East Coast Dream Team of Newfoundland, Nova Scotia looking to rebound after Josh Brown got to the line. So there's Cowell. Cowell looking for a little bit of help. Cowell sends it to McKinnon. McKinnon over to Murray. Murray, 4 seconds. He's got to do something. He's going to try to get it off. He's going to shoot and it won't go. Liam Murray now at the line. 30 seconds left. He'll try to inch a little bit closer to that 6-point lead that Manitoba has over his team right now. (12-5) for Saskatchewan over Ontario next door. Winners will collide and losers will collide of both the games currently happening right now. Josh Brown picks up the rebound. He sends it way down for Teo Waugh, and Waugh is going to find it. Here comes Liam Murray. Liam Murray circling in. He chips it up for Cowell. Cowell almost gets stripped by Callum Johnson. There's Cowell trying to beat the shot clock and the score clock, and he's able to do it. Just shorten the lead just a little bit before the end of the quarter, and what a quarter it's been, as we'll just take a short break here. We'll get the second quarter up and going just any moment here. That's Jack Sampson back on the court for the second. He chips it up for Jack Kennedy. Kennedy gives it to Sampson. Sampson's gonna fire for three, and he's not able to find it. Manitoba's now looking to get something going. Tavino chipped it up for Josh Brown, and Josh Brown's able to finish it, and he'll extend the lead for Manitoba. There's Jack Kennedy, feeds it for Sampson. Sampson up to Liam Murray. Here comes Liam Murray with all kinds of speed. He crashes into, went in hard into Rosello for Manitoba, so he wasn't able to swing the momentum into his shot, and Liam Murray trying to fight for positioning against Tavano and Rossello. There's Jack Sampson. He fires on net and he gets it to go. He had the option for Jack Kennedy right there, but he opted to shoot and it paid off for him. Here comes Manitoba, Rossello. Here comes Rossello. Looking for a little bit of help. He goes into the paint for Tavano, and Tavano gets it to go. Jack Kennedy tried to go to Jack Sampson and wasn't able to get it to go. Rossello will get it in the offensive territory. Rossello feeds it for Brown. Brown tries to get it to Tavano on the plane. He's not able to. Jack Sampson runs into Brown, but he's able to get it off to Liam Murray. What a nice pass by Sampson, but Murray just can't finish it as Rossello scoops it up and they're headed back the other way. Bernard Rossello, all kinds of speed in. He gets in the paint to give it to Tavano, and I believe Tavano might have got tagged up on the way there, so it looks like he's going to go to the line and have a shot to extend the lead. A nice little handshake there with Rossello. Tavano will get a chance to extend the small lead that Manitoba has. Can't get the first one to go. Thomas Tavano. Nice French name. Tavano's not able to let it to go. Jack Sampson zips it down to Liam Murray, but he's in a swarmy yellow jersey. He's not able to get a grasp on it. And Tavano's headed back the other way. He feeds it for Brown into the paint. Brown gets it, gets the shot up. It's not able to go. Tavano's there for the rebound, and he gets it to drop. Here's Jack Sampson. Jack Sampson leaves it for Jack Kennedy. Jack Kennedy zips it up for Liam Murray. Here comes Liam Murray with a little bit of option. He gets it to Bethany McKinnon. Sorry, pardon me, it's Kayla McKinnon. Kayla McKinnon, I don't think she's been off the court yet. She had a little bit of time with her sister, Julia, but Julia's waiting for her time to shine again. Here comes Rossello and Tavano as they're on the prowl. Here's Brown. Brown gets it done. 26-14 for Manitoba. Manitoba starting to get some separation going as Liam Murray runs into 4 yellow jerseys. He's not able to get it off, but he is able to find Liam Kennedy, who gets stopped in his tracks. And nice help there from Tavano to untangle Jack Kennedy. We'll have a small timeout here with 7 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in the second quarter. We'll take a look next door. Saskatchewan leads over Ontario 18-6. So Ontario still looking for their first win of the tournament, as well as Nova Scotia and Newfoundland are. So at least one of these teams will get a victory at some point in this tournament, because if both of them, let's say they lose both these games, they would play tomorrow, and that would be in the consolation. That would be for the 7-8. Well, the Manitoba would play Saskatchewan for 5-6. We'll have more action on that. Looks like those games will be going on at separate times, so. Let's see if I can pull the schedule up. Here comes Jack Sampson. Jack Sampson tries to find his way in. He pops it on net and he's not able to get it to go. Brown zips it up for Wilton. Wilton gives it up to Brown. Brown tries to get on net and he's able to let her drop, and Jack Kennedy will try to reset for Nova Scotia Newfoundland. Liam Murray tries to zip it in for Sampson, but Sampson can't get a hand on it. Here's Josh Brown back now. Josh Brown up for Tavano. Here comes Tavano with kinds of speed. He crashes into Liam Murray and he'll get tagged up on the way and he'll head to the line, but Tavano looking to extend the lead for Manitoba. Gets the first one to go, and he'll look for a second. He goes 2 for 2. Not a popular trend we've seen this tournament, but those fouls will count, and Jack Kennedy will look for a little bit of help as he gets stuck with Tavano there. Murray tries to look for an exit route. He can't find one. He's going to turn the other way. See what he can do there. He's looking for help. He finds Jack Kennedy. Kennedy looking for help. He finds Sampson. Shot clock is ticking. Sampson trying to look to get something off before it expires. He's just got to launch into Murray. Murray's going to take the shot and didn't have enough time to adjust and reset, so full squad Newfoundland, Nova Scotia has, so they have a lot of options for skill-wise as Bocello tries to extend Manitoba's lead. It's been a great tournament so far here today. Nova Scotia trying to get something going here to try to keep this within arm's reach as Jack Kennedy gets stopped in his tracks by Tavano. Been some good basketball so far in this tournament. Both teams will break off and we'll have just a short break. I'll give you guys an update on the schedule. So coming up right after this is going to be BC Alberta in our first semi-finals matchup. That'll go, tip-off will be 4 p.m. Atlantic time for that game, and following that will be the PI New Brunswick Dream Team taking on Quebec. And that will tip off for that one will be at 6 p.m. Atlantic time. So lots of good basketball still to go. Looks like Saskatchewan's been taking care of Ontario over to your right side of the screen. You'll see that game going on, and Saskatchewan looks to have all the momentum. They lead 22-8. So Ontario still looking for their first win of the tournament, as well as Nova Scotia, Newfoundland. Two very beautiful provinces teaming up here in the green jerseys. Different, I haven't seen that kind of leathering before on a jersey, the gradient style pattern, but whatever, hey, it's nice to be unique, and my apologies if I get any of the jersey numbers wrong, as they're incredibly hard to see from back here. There's Josh Brown. He'll take a shot, and nothing but net for Josh Brown. 33-14 with 4:40 left to go for Manitoba. What a beautiful shot by Brown there. Kenny looking for a little help. Kennedy tried to find Kayla McKinnon there, but he gets stopped in his tracks. Cass McGrath, she's been kind of hanging around on, seems to be hanging around on defense there. Coaches got to do their best to get the best team on the court, because they can't be over 14 points in classification. So it's like we're getting a new ball here. And some repairs to be done, as Jack Kennedy's going to toss this one in and get the ball rolling here. Elliott Sampson kind of runs in hard to Tavano. Looks like they're doing me a favor here, Nova Scotia Newfoundland, keeping one of the Sampson brothers onto the court at all times, and it seems they're keeping one of the brothers of all times on the court. Just makes my job a lot easier, as I don't have to say their first names all the time. So that's Elliott Sampson. You see now with the ball. He's looking for options into the paint. He's going to opt to shoot himself, and it trickles in. And he's got his first points of the game. Here's Rossello. Rossello seems to have lots of energy. He's going to opt to pass to Tavano into the paint. Tavano's going to get it up and down, and Manitoba has had an answer for everything Nova Scotia's put their way. Sampson tries to find McKinnon, but she's not able to get a hand on it. Here comes Brown. Brown's gonna dig in, he's gonna opt for the shot. It's not gonna go. Kennedy's there for the rebound. Kennedy chips up for Leah Murray. Here comes Murray. Murray gets stopped in his tracks by Ryan Bileski. Murray trying to break free to give Sampson a passing option, but he'll find McKinnon into the paint, and she's not able to muster up the strength to get it up, but she'll head to defense to try to stop this hot Manitoba team. Here's Josh Brown. Brown cutting in. Lots of people around him, but he's able to get it, but I think that's going to get waved off, as I believe someone was fouled on the way on his way in. Foul starting to fester a bit with Nova Scotia Newfoundland, as they've taken 5. They're starting to add up. Kennedy's got a shot, he'll take it. It's not going to go. Tavano picks up the rebound, he's headed the other way with the ball with the Manitoba offense. Leski tying up Kennedy. Kennedy comes, trying to play a little defense on Brown. Brown sends it across for Tavano, and I don't know what that was there. I don't know what that pop was. Was that a ball popping, or we have balloons somewhere, or cap gun or something, so I think you scared my cameraman a little bit. (24-10) next door. Saskatchewan leads over Ontario as they're in halftime right now. McKinnon chips it up for Sampson. Sampson sends it up to Kennedy. Kennedy. Both Sampson brothers are on the court now. That's Jack Sampson for Jack Kennedy. And Kennedy had to get up for the shot clock. Sometimes when you rush, you don't get all of it or you don't get to line it up properly. So the coach will tell you got to get it on net rather than let that shot clock run out. Here's Tavano. He scoops her up. He's got options to the right for Josh Brown. He's got options left and Matthew Wilton. Rossello gets a handle on it, but looks like it's going to be a Nova Scotia Newfoundland ball as Elliott Sampson's going to get the throw in here. He's going to be looking for his brother Jack. He does find him, and Jack chips it up for Kayla McKinnon. Kayla McKinnon coughs it up to Wilton, who's able to find it back. She gives it to Jack Sampson. Jack Sampson dekes around, trying to fight his way over Tavano. He finds his brother Elliott. Elliott gives it to Kayla McKinnon. Kayla can't get a grasp on it. She's having trouble keeping a hold of the ball. Here comes Josh Brown. Josh Brown is gliding in to the paint, and he'll find the bucket, and he'll extend the lead to 21 points with just under 90 seconds left to go in this opening half. Here's Elliott Sampson. He's able to break free. That's my favorite Queen song. As he breaks free through a crowd and he runs into number 12, Callum Johnson on Manitoba. Elliott got tied up with Rossello there, and he used his feet to untangle himself from Rossello. So Josh Brown's got it now. He's looking to set up. 1 minute left to go in the opening half. 37-16 for Manitoba, looking to extend it. Looks like Jack Kennedy's going to take this and lead the charge on defense and hopefully turn that into offense as Newfoundland Nova Scotia looks to keep their heads above the water in this contest as the clock ticks away in this opening half. Jack Sampson tries to find his brother Elliott, but he's in a sea of yellow jerseys. He's not able to get a hand on it as Tavano picks it up. Tomas Tavano feeds Rossello into the paint, and Rossello's not able to get it up and down. Okay. Sampson giving a little bit of a shot as they're fouled up, and he fouled Rossello, and Rossello will get a chance to put this lead without a reach of Newfoundland Nova Scotia. It's like Jack Kennedy's going to sub out for Kayla McKinnon's sister Julia, so she'll step onto the court for the second time today. She hopefully be the dream team with her sister, and Rossello makes his first one there. Put a little backspin on it, and he gets another one to go. So 38-16, 38 seconds to go. Here's Julia McKinnon. Ooh, a nice little spin move there. She opens up some court, but she's shut down by Josh. That's swatted away by Josh Brown as he strips that easily from her. Here's Josh Brown. Josh Brown cuts away from Elliott Sampson. He feeds Tavano in the paint, and Tavano's not able to get it up and down, but Jack Sampson's there to pick up the rebound. And Newfoundland Nova Scotia's on their way with 10 seconds left to go. Any last-ditch efforts here from the East Coast Dream Team, but Tavano's going to let that run out of bounds, and We'll get a stoppage in the time with 8 seconds left in the second quarter. Josh Brown scoops it up here, Manitoba. He's got about just 4 seconds as the clock's going to run out. He's probably going to take a shot at the buzzer, and he gets it to go. Manitoba will just get to 40 points as the halftime buzzer sounds, and we'll just take a short break. You're watching the Canadian Junior Wheelchair Basketball Championships. I'm Lee McNeely with Universal Media. We'll take a break as this consolation playoff continues. And welcome back, everybody, for the second half of this consolation side of the Canadian Junior Wheelchair Basketball Championship. And that's quite the name there, but Teowa is going to get it off to a quick start for Manitoba, and here comes Jack Sampson. Jack Sampson leaves it for Cowell, but Cowell gets stopped in his tracks by Brown, and they're headed back the other way. Here comes Teowa. Waugh circling in slowly but surely. He finds Bethany Johnson. Johnson's going to shoot it on net, and it's able to find its way in. Jack Sampson sends it way down for Cowell. Cowell with a nice dish to Alex Kennedy. And Sampson trying to get it up and down in the paint, but he's got some company, so he's going to go again. Jack Sampson will get a shot from the line, so as he was in a swarm of yellow jerseys down there trying to get the ball up and down, he got tagged up and drew the foul, and he'll get a fair shake at putting his team on the board. Hey, and Jack Sampson's able to get it up and down. Johnson leaves it for other Johnson. That's Callum Johnson and Bethany Johnson. Not sure if there's a resemblance there. I feel like we all know a Johnson or two. Saskatchewan putting a bit of a offensive thumping on Ontario as they lead 38-12. So unless Ontario can pull something out in this fourth quarter, looks like they'll be headed to the 7-8 game, and they'll play the loser of this game. And I'm sure Nova Scotia Newfoundland's trying not to be that team, but they'll got some work to do if they want to change that. So they trail by 25 points, and they have yet to have put 25 points up on the board in this game. So giveaway there by Julia McKinnon. Oh, nice try for Johnson to Johnson. Sounds like a vaccine there, Johnson and Johnson. Sure, they have a little bit of a duo connection there as Callum Johnson tried to find Bethany Johnson for the pass, but there's number 14, Matthew Wilton, couldn't get it up and down, and Josh Brown's fight with Jack Sampson for the ball. Here comes Brown, tries to get it up, they can't. Waugh's gonna give it a go, he can't get it. Brown's gonna give another chance, he can't get it to go. He's gonna try again for it. And he's finally able to get it go, shaking his head with a smile on his face that he was finally able to get that ball to finally drop, and he does so. He had many attempts to get it done, and he did, but you can see him shaking his head in a fun moment there. It's like Julie McKinnon setting up here to lead the charge for Team Manitoba. Tries to find her sister. It's going to go off her and out, and Manitoba will scoop it up, and they'll get an opportunity in the offensive zone here. Looks like Manitoba just called the timeout, so we'll get another short breather here with 7:28 to go in the third quarter. So if Nova Scotia Newfoundland's not able to close this out, they will play most likely Ontario in the next game. I'll pull up the schedule here. Looks like we're going to recommence play. The loser of this game will play. Just trying to get the correct math. The loser of this game will play tomorrow at 9 a.m. on the beach side, so we won't cover that, as well as the winner side. So this is the last we'll see of these B teams in this game. Losers, which will most likely be Ontario and Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, unless they can pull something out here. But Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, they've seemed to not give up too quietly. So, well, the loser matchup at 9 o'clock, and the two winners will play for the 5th and 6th seeding at 11 a.m. Atlantic time tomorrow. But coming up after this is all the live streams you see on Universal Media's YouTube account will be semifinal or championship games following this game. So you'll get all the top teams covered. BC will play Alberta immediately following this game. At tip-off for that will be at 4. And following that will be New Brunswick PI taking on Quebec at 6 p.m. Atlantic time. But still a game to be had with 6:45 left in the third quarter. Julia McKinnon tries to set up Jack Sampson, but he isn't able to get it to go. He's going to go to the line and get another kick at the can for some points on the board for his East Coast team. A lot of distance separating these two provinces. Provinces like Ontario and Quebec, you have to make your way through if you want to take a nice road trip from Manitoba to Newfoundland. Or Nova Scotia might be a ferry or two involved if that's your thing. Is Teowa is going to go up and at him, and 50 points on the board now for Manitoba. They'll be wanting to finish at least 5th in this contest, because none of these teams were able to fight their way for a semifinal spot. A lot of good competitive teams here. It's just when there's so many teams, somebody's got to lose, and doesn't mean we can't have a fun tournament, showcase some good wheelchair basketball here at the UPI in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Here comes Teowa. He puts it up. Oh, and he's not able to get it to go, but Bethany Johnson's looking for an open shot. She's getting to the hook shot, and she's not going to be able to get it to go. Cowell launches it down for Sampson. Sampson chips it up for McKinnon in the paint. McKinnon gets it up, and she's not able to get it to drop, however. But she'll go to the line. She got fouled, so she'll have a stab at her first points of this game. It's Leah Murray coming on for Jack Sampson, and Cowell will tag out for Alex Wells. McKinnon's going to get another stab at it. Julie McKinnon, she puts it up, and it doesn't go. Here's Wells. Wells leaves it for Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy. Kennedy, he's able to get it to go up and down. Julia McKinnon can't get a handle on it as Taylor Waugh's going to tee up Josh Brown, and here goes Brown off to the races and cuts it in, tries to leave it for number 12, Callum Johnson, but Johnson's got his back turned, and I know we all like to think we have eyes in the back of our head, but we just don't, so he can't get a grasp on that. And Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, and their bright green jerseys will reset, and Liam Murray will send it down to Alex Kennedy. Kennedy is stripped by Callum Johnson, but the play's blown down. Looks like Kennedy's going to get a free throw here. Can't get the first one to drop, but you'll take another, get another stab at it here. We'll try to get this to go up and down. 42-12 now for Saskatchewan as they're just about to start the fourth quarter. Rossello's tagging back in for Callum Johnson. Kennedy gets it up, and that one will not go either. We'll stay at 50-20 unless Kennedy can sink this final shot here. And he's able to make one and get the little bit of crowd cheering. Brown's going to scoop it up. He's going to give it to Rossello. Bernard Rossello. Feeds it to Johnson. Johnson goes into the paint for Brown. Brown's looking for the right shot, and it's batted down by Liam Murray, and I believe that went off the foot of Liam Murray, but tough to see from this angle. I'm sure both players will be pleading their case of why their team should get the ball. Johnson will throw in here. Johnson to Brown, Brown to Rossello, Rossello looking for the open land, Rossello to Johnson, Johnson to Brown. Brown can't beat the shot clock. Well, time was not on his side on that one. He's not able to get it up, but some nice cycling going on there and some tight defense played by Newfoundland, Nova Scotia to hold him off as Alex Kennedy will toss it in for Kayla McKinnon. Kayla McKinnon chips up for Murray. Murray tries to go to Kennedy, but it's just out of his grasp. He can't get a handle on it. Brown sends it up for Johnson. Johnson to Brown. Brown circling, looking for the right shot. He puts it up, man, in nothing but net for Brown. He's had a very impressive game. Definitely one of the stronger players on Manitoba. They're a solid team, but we all have stars, and Josh Brown is certainly one. So both these teams will be looking to impress as the Canada Games will be here in just a couple months' time in February, March. That comes before you know it. I know this beautiful weather in summertime, nice shot by Brown there, just seems to go by fast. So before you know it, Canada Games will be here in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island will have all kinds of sports and all kinds of athletes, and these athletes will be looking to impress for then, as this is a good opportunity to showcase your talent and get a feel for what the competition is like. Some of these athletes will be back for that time, and they'll be looking to impress. This Canada Games, us at Universum will be covering all of that action, as well as all the action this weekend. As there's Alex Wells, a bit of a break. He's going to feed Bags, number 99, Bags, the great one. Tries to get it to go. He won't be able to, and Josh Brown's going to get whistled down. He's going to have to reset, readjust, and they'll keep on trucking. Looks like we're going to get a timeout and another stoppage in play, so we'll take another quick little breather here while I get a drink of water, and we'll recommence in a couple minutes for the final 3 minutes of the third quarter. We'll get play started here again. There's Josh Brown. He'll head into offense along with Bethany Johnson, who's carrying it in right now. So then they'll get that to go. 58-21 with 2:30 left to go in the third quarter. Wells tries to find Kennedy. Kennedy looking for some options. He'll look for Murray. Murray's tied up, but he'll go right over the head of McKinnon. Here's Bags. Gavin Bags gets clipped, and he'll have a chance at the line for an opportunity to help his team. Excuse me. That's Gavin Bags there, a 2007 birthday, so he's definitely one of the younger players in this tournament. Alex Kennedy, number 2, just getting pat on the back, is a 99, so 8 years separate two teammates here. It's not a common thing you see at a tournament with junior in the title, but age limit being 24, so anybody under the age of 24 years of age can partake in this tournament. So Johnson feeds Brown. Brown tries to give it to Waugh, but Waugh's unable to finish her off. So 2:04 left as 26 points separate this team as we get into the closing minutes of the third quarter. 48-14 next door was what Saskatchewan leads Ontario by. So Ontario looks like they'll be playing for 7th place and 8th place tomorrow with the loser of this team. As I mentioned earlier, that game will go on the Beat Court, so that will not be live streamed by us, but that game will go at 9 a.m. as Ontario still looks for their first win, as well as Newfoundland, Nova Scotia. So if Newfoundland, Nova Scotia isn't able to hang on to a win tonight, might have a chance at a win tomorrow, as the battle of the winless will happen tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. and the winner of this game will play Saskatchewan for 5th place, and that will go at 11 a.m. That's all tomorrow, and that's all in Atlantic time. So I know some of you will be listening from all around Canada. all these time zones. It just gets hard to wrap your head around. But Liam Murray with it now, behind his own zone as he's looking to spark something within his team as the minutes are counting down on their opportunity to play in that 5-6 game tomorrow at 11. And oh, nice pass by Wells to Baggs, and Baggs the ninth dish to Murray. Can he finish it? What a play by Newfoundland, Nova Scotia. Tic-tac-toe, kaboom. They get it to go up and down. This is how the X's and O's, how the coach drew it up, and they're able to execute it perfectly. An exceptional play from Nova Scotia, Newfoundland. Two great passes, and they're able to bury it. Liam Murray's going to try to set something up here. So we're going to get a couple substitutions. Jack Sampson is back on along with his brother Elliott. So the Sampson dynamic duo is back on the court. Cass McGrath also draws back into the lineup, the defensive juggernaut. She hangs back and helps the team out defensively. Brown feeds Johnson. She's trying to get it to go, and she's not able to, but Murray finds Sampson in all alone. Can he finish it? Yes, sir, he can. Nice finish by Jack Sampson. Nice feed by Murray, and two nice plays in a row from this East Coast Dream Team of Newfoundland and Labrador and Nova Scotia. Two beautiful provinces teaming up together to try to take down the Manitoba gang. Sampson scoops up the rebound. He feeds it for his brother Elliott. Here comes Elliott Sampson with lots of space. He opens up some floor. Can he get to the net? No, he can't. He's cut off by Matthew Wilton. Number 14 for Manitoba, Matthew Wilton. Elliott and Jack Sampson both 4.5 class players, so coach has got to do some number crunching when those two young men are on the court. As Jack Sampson goes to the foul line, and he'll get the first one to go, and he's looking for the second to go as in the dying seconds here of the third quarter, and he gets both to go. 2 for 2 is Jack Sampson from the line there. Here's Rossello. Some very aggressive dribbling as he'll try to spark something with only 18 seconds left to go on the clock. Right before time expires, he'll feed Johnson. Johnson puts it up and can't get it to go, and Sampson and Murray are going to try to go off to the races to get one last-ditch effort with 5 seconds to go, but I don't think time's going to be on their side as Brown holds off Sampson, and that will be the buzzer for the third quarter. We'll just take another small break, and we'll have fourth quarter action in this consolation round in the Canadian Junior Wheelchair Basketball Championships from Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island at the UPI campus. And this fourth quarter has begun. Manitoba leads 61-28 over Newfoundland, Nova Scotia. That's Thévenot there, feeds to Rossello. Rossello back to Thévenot. Thévenot fires it up, and he can't get it to drop. There's the Sampson brothers. As they come flying in, Jack's got the ball right now, and he's got a couple options. He'll try to cut in. He's going to opt for the shot. Doesn't like the shot. He's going to go to Murray for the pass, and Rossello almost picks it off. Murray shakes off Rossello. Rossello. Murray almost gets it off. He had a nice play and spun off Rossello there, but Rossello with it now and trying to get it back here. Rossello cutting in, doesn't like what he sees. Shot clock is ticking down. Less than 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Rossello doesn't want to go for the three. He's going to pitch it to Teo Waugh for the shot, and Waugh is unable to find it. Waugh for Rossello. Rossello tries to find Thévenot in the paint. He's unable to. It's picked off by Sampson. Here comes Jack Sampson with some speed. He shakes off Johnson. He shakes off Rossello. He's looking for an option. He tries to cut in. Tough shot to make. He's almost out of bounds. He's got to pass it. Shot clock is ticking. He's going to opt for the shot, and it goes off the side of the backboard. And Rossello's got quite the high dribble there, but seems to work for him as he's flying on in. He's got all kinds of space. Nice feed to Teo, and Teo is able to find the basket, and it'll be a 63-28 game. Here comes Liam Murray now. Murray. Nice head of curly hair, looking for a little bit of help. He'll go to Sampson in the paint. Sampson's covered defensively, but Elliott will get it to drop, and I don't know if that's gonna count as someone was fouled up, and Rossello's gonna carry it on into the offensive zone as they look to pad a little more love onto their 63 points, and Johnson's gonna try to do that, and she does. Nice shot by Bethany Johnson. 4.0 classification. Number 8 on yellow, that's for Manitoba, that's Bethany Johnson. She's had a really impressive game. She seems to work well with Josh Brown, who's subbed out probably for the rest of this game, as he's worked really hard, and I think they have enough gas in the tank to win this one, as Sampson throws it for the buzzer, and he's not able to get it to go. And Jack Sampson also very impressive for his respective provinces. I have to say provinces, as they represented from Newfoundland and Nova Scotia. That's Thomas Thévenot. Nice French name there. As I spoke to his mom before the game. She's the manager of the team. And Rossello tries to go to Teo Waugh. Waugh is not able to get it up and down. Here's Sampson. Sampson to Murray. Murray to Sampson. Sampson, he sees a shot. He's got 4 seconds to decide. Murray is able to get it up, but he had the hand of Waugh in his face, and he wasn't able to get the trajectory he wanted. Rossello's gonna get the toss in here. For Manitoba's, they'll look to practice some things for their 5-6 seed game tomorrow, as that will be against Saskatchewan. And Saskatchewan's in Ontario are just finishing up. That'll be a great game tomorrow between Manitoba and Saskatchewan, as they seem like two evenly matched teams. And somebody will want to finish 5th place. That's kind of the consolation prize that all 4 of these teams colliding right now are going for. Here's Bethany Johnson. Johnson circles, gives it to Rossello, and he's got all kinds of space into the paint. Just gliding in, and he can't get it to go, but Tavano is going to get a couple stabs at it. He's not going to. It's going to be stripped from him from Jack Kennedy. Here's Elliott. Elliott Sampson gives it to Jack Kennedy. Kennedy back to Sampson. Sampson opts for the shot. He gets it to go, but doesn't get it to drop. But that's going to go out of bounds with 5 minutes and 11 seconds left in the 4th and final quarter. You hear that, folks, is the Ontario and Saskatchewan finishing up. I believe that's a 48-20 final in favor of Saskatchewan. So winner of this game will face Saskatchewan, while the loser will play Ontario at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Tavano leaves it for Rossello. Rossello up to Bethany Johnson. Bethany Johnson gets her finger sandwich between the wheelchair of hers and Elliott Sampson. So I'm sure these young athletes are used to that, having purple fingers from bruised knees and from all these little collisions they run into. And Bethany Johnson to Bernard Rossello. Bernard Rossello gets into the paint for Tomas Tavano. And he's able to get it to go. Here comes Liam Murray. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this 4th quarter. Alex Kennedy leaves it for Sampson. Sampson turns, looks for a little bit of help as that shot clock ticks away. He finds Murray in the paint, and can Murray get it to go? And not enough pepper on her, as that one comes up just short. Rossello rolls it up to Tomas Tavano. Tavano to Rossello. Rossello and Tavano looks like they're trying to run the clock, but Rossello with a nice little follow through there, tries to get it to go, he won't. Here comes Elliott Sampson. Sampson zips it way down for Liam Murray, and he can't get a handle on it, and that's going to be a Manitoba ball. Bernard Rossello. 3.5 class player. 4.5 class player is Tomas Tavano. Tavano finds Waugh. Waugh tries to go for it, and he comes up short, and Jack Kennedy will launch it to Liam Murray. Liam Murray tries to find Elliott Sampson. Elliott Sampson's got lots of space. He breaks in, and he just can't get it to fall. Here comes Manitoba back the other way. Rossello circling. Looks to be leading the offense here. Shot clock ticks away. He's got 8 seconds to figure something out. He cuts into the paint, and he runs into the rear end of Liam Murray. Murray and Jack Kennedy side by side on their way in. Murray spins, feeds Elliott Sampson. Sampson tries to get there. Sampson feeds it down for Jack Kennedy. Jack Kennedy up to Liam Murray. Murray. And the time runs out on the shot clock. We have 3 minutes left to go. 67-28 for Team Manitoba. Now that that game's over, it's nice and quiet, and every whistle and every buzzer I hear from now on will, I know has to do with this game going on here. So no confusion on my part. Looks like we're Newfoundland Nova Scotia's getting a couple of subs in here. Alex Wells draws in, as well as Tristan Cowell. And the iron streak of Kayla McKenna comes in, and she's subbed out for her sister Julia. She's been playing, I think, all game, so she'll get a breather, get a drink of water with just under 3 minutes left to go in this game. There's Alex Wells, who's making his way downtown. He feeds Julia McKinnon. Julia McKinnon drops it back to Alex Kennedy, and Alex Kennedy can't able to get it to go, and here comes Thévenot. Tomas Thévenot. Nice pass to Bethany Johnson. She's got a clear path. She's going to opt for the shot, and she can't get it to go. Nice rebound control from Alex Kennedy, and a great play up to Alex Wells. Wells is going to feed Tristan Cowell. Tristan Cowell's got space. He's got time. Can he get it to go? Yes, he does. Nice play by Newfoundland Nova Scotia. They seem to have good chemistry, this team. I mean, it's a combination of the two provinces, but they seem to be finding each other and having some pretty creative passing plays to get to the paint and drive to the net, and it's helped them out a bit offensively in this, but they trail for 37 points. So a good effort by Nova Scotia, Newfoundland. They definitely have some skilled players and some talent on this team, but I think it's going to be not enough to overcome this Manitoba team as 90 seconds remain in this game, and Alex Wells tries to get it up and down, and he's unable to, and Manitoba's going to head this way with Rossello. Gives it to Johnson in the paint. She can't get it to go. But know who can? That's Tomas Thévenot. He's able to get a goal. A little high five there for Bethany Johnson. Is they had a neat little play. Alex Wells. Someone calling for traveling on Alex Wells, but no call. He'll feed Alex Kennedy, and Alex Kennedy tries to get it on net, and he won't. 45 seconds to go in this game. Manitoba looking for their 70th point, and Tomas Thévenot will get them there. 71-31, a 41-point deficit. For Manitoba, it seems to be a closer game than the score looks, but I just don't think the depth is there on Nova Scotia, Newfoundland to overcome a very strong Manitoba team who had a very close bout with Quebec, who punched their ticket to the final, and they also looked good against BC, but they bit of the hammer thrown down on them. So tomorrow it'll be Nova Scotia and Newfoundland taking on Ontario at 9 a.m. Eastern. That'll be the first game in the morning. That'll be on the B side, so we won't be able to cover that. But while I call the semifinal game, bronze medal game, I'll give you guys all the updates I can as Manitoba closes this one out 73-30. And Manitoba will advance to the 5-6 seeding game for tomorrow, and that'll be at 11 a.m. So I'll give you guys all the updates I can, like I said, on that game, and that'll be all for this game from Universal Media at the Canadian Wheelchair Junior Basketball Championship.